Hello, everyone. Welcome back once again to the Lilicrow Tournament. Today, I'm going to be commentating with my lovely co-star, Star, and my name is Will as well. So, hello, Star.
Hello, Will. Today, like Will said, is one of the matches of the quarterfinals, I believe, of the Lilicrow Tournament with the teams Crimson Curse and F4U. I'm very excited to see this matchup today, considering
Very
I played
excited.
against one of them. Yeah, very excited.
Yeah, very excited as well. As right now, the map bans and the picks we have is a pick to play on Sacred Hospital with Orange Factory being the band map. And right now for this match, it's going to be Crimson Curse who are going to be hunting first, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it will be Crimson Curse's Hunter first.
Yeah. So what do you think about this map we are going to be seeing first? Because from my time commentating and doing VisiMod for this tournament, I've seen a lot of people who try to avoid Sacred Heart, and it's normally one of the picks you will see for a band map.
And to be honest, I think that Sacred Hearts it's a really nice map. Most people say it's like Survivor sided, probably because Priestess exists, but usually they ban Priestess to get that worry out of the way. But other than Priestess being a thing in hospital, I think it's a pretty nice map for hunters like Joseph and honestly, I say Mary. I've had really nice matches with Mary on that map.
Yeah,
Um,
like I agree 100% because this map is so like small. Like the only really survivor that benefits a lot from this map is Priestess, but she's usually one of the most banned survivors on this type of tournament. So I don't think we're gonna be seeing her today, and I'm curious if finally I'm going to see some lovely Joseph gameplay.
and now they're starting to pick some bans. Crimson Curse's Hunter has decided to ban Seer and Priestess, as we had already pointed Priestess being banned
Yeah,
out.
yeah, like we already talked about, this map is so strong for Priestess, so she has to go immediately so they don't pick her. And Seer is also a very nice choice. He's an incredibly nice support with his owls.
So it is a really great support, especially with his owls.
Yeah, especially because it really depends on the person who's playing Seer, because even a Seer can do a pretty good kite if
Yeah,
they have a strong kite. And now the two survivors we are going to be seeing are Painter and Gardener.
ooh,
That's an
those are
interesting choice. I don't usually see Painter play this much in this map.
and it could be pretty strong in this match. I'd say if he's in hospital carding, if he uses his painting, that can buy him time
Yeah,
to. But yeah, those two are
right.
also
Yeah, and
globally banned.
Gardener is also I think Gardener is also pretty good choice for a starter survivor because her shield makes her pretty a very strong rescue if they don't plan to use any other rescue, because with her shield she's one of the very few survivors who can save while injured.
Yeah, and her
And
bubble can. Yeah,
it's okay. The next band we are going to be seeing is Antiquarian.
that's a very valid band. I like to call
That's
her
a really
Batman.
good band.
I like
Batman.
to call her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's yeah, it's a very understandable band because not only is she like very meta, her stick has a lot of spots to hit on
yeah,
Sacred Heart as well as a lot of places to jump over. So I think it's a pretty good choice.
yeah. That's true. Right. Ooh, we're gonna be seeing a first officer this match too.
First
From
officer, pretty good rescuer.
yeah, he's a really good rescue. So now they have two people who can rescue. Well, honestly, three if Painter.
Yeah, with Painter because he can put a painting very close to the chair and try and bait the hunter away from it so
Yeah,
they can have a chance to rescue. And honestly, first officer, I think it's a pretty good choice, especially for this map, because they have a lot of places to like hide and to like try and to distract the hunter from other teammates with his pocket watch. It's like an easy
yeah.
place for him to hide.
Because with his pocket watch, he could really
Yeah,
waste a lot of the hunter's time.
yeah. And the final ban we are going to be seeing from the Crimson Curse Hunter is going to be Psychologist.
That's also a really valid ban, considering she could whistle to give the rescuer another turn to rescue
Yeah,
back to
and
back.
especially with this team that seems like very rescue strong because with Gardner and first officer, it looks like that's what they are looking for.
Ooh, we're gonna be seeing a barmaid.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's like a way to recompensate from the psychologist ban because Barmaid's
yeah,
abilities with their development is pretty similar. They will
yeah.
just need it's said that hers are much more limited and they do require to be close to the survivor to give them a devolving. Not only that, the survivor in question can't be under the age of drinking, so it does limit her a little bit in that sense.
I'm pretty sure all the whole team can drink.
Yeah. All of the team can drink though, that's good.
And
And as well, and I think as well, Barmy can be a pretty good hider if she is good when avoiding certain hunters because her devoling, if she gets hit, she can immediately just drink her devoling. And if she manages to kite for those 19 seconds while she gets healed, it's a pretty good advantage for the team.
yeah, but now we're going to be Plot for you is going to be locking in their personas. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Painter is going to be bringing broken windows and borrowed time. First officer is going to be bringing Tide Turner and borrowed time. Gardner, on the other hand, is bringing broken windows and flywheel. Very
The
interesting
beloved,
choice. And yeah, and finally, Barmaid is bringing flywheel and borrowed time.
we love Gardner with the beloved suicide build, as we call it.
Yeah, it looks like their plan is for either the corner to be kiting first and to sell her at some moment, or maybe they want to like give her like a little chance to get some chairs down. Oh,
Ooh, an opera. We're going to be seeing an opera singer.
very, very
But,
good hunter. She's been played a lot in this tournament and for no small reason because she's incredibly strong. Perhaps a little bit broken for some people, but she has one of the most fastest abilities from the whole game.
even with her being nerfed to the ground, because I'm pretty sure she's been
Yeah,
nerfed a
and
few times, but hmm?
yeah. Yeah, and this map for her is very nice because she has a lot of spots to hang onto while in shadow form, which allows her to dash faster to the survivors. Especially because this is such a small map, it means that everything is much more compact together. So I'm kind of curious to see if this team is going to be able to uh kite this this opera singer with the current comp they have because this is a very strong comp when it comes to rescuing.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Gardner would be a pretty nice fight if the if the Gardner uses the bubbles at the right time.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking before because this gardener has a suicide build. So maybe they have the hopes that they'll go for this gardener first.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It'll really depend on how they do this match. It also depends, I think, a lot on the spawns they decided to go into. Because, for example, it could be that one of them chooses to go inside of the building.
Yeah.
If I had to put anyone from this current team comp inside of the building, maybe I would put Barmaid in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Either Barmaid or probably Painter, to be honest.
Yeah, because I think if they get chased first, they're like a good like save, and that's a very good spot for them. And I think also it gives them like a little more versatility if they need to go help the person who's getting kited, if they decide to get kited instead of like going to the building.
Yeah, that too. But I'm very excited to see how this plays out
Me
with
too.
the with the strong rescue base. It seems to be very rescue based
Yeah,
with
it's very
the
rescue type. And with a hunter whose entire uh, magnitude is so strong that they can both cipher pressure and chase if they are like have that really good gaming skill. I'm really curious to see how they would manage to.
yeah, me too.
So
Like
let's give a little time. Oh,
I was saying,
sorry.
I'm like
Uh,
Opera's like very like chasey and click down based because she's so speedy.
yeah, just like she's very speedy. You're right, and it really helps if she has like the right persona. Which in this case, this hunter has, I believe, attention and trump card build.
Ooh, sounds like a nice build for her.
Yeah, it's normally the type of build you would see on any hunter who wants to go for the long run, perhaps even going as far as to get a 4K while all the ciphers has been popped. So let's move into the map picks right now. It looks like
Barmaid in
they're doing
hospital.
the, yeah, like we said before, army on the hospital is a very nice choice. And it looks like Painter is going to be spawning on top, and oh, it
Looks
looks
like
like
Garden
the
Wood.
Opera Singer. Yeah, it looks like the Opera Singer is going to be chasing this Suicide Gardener, who maybe with her build is going to be able to slow her down, if just a little bit.
Maybe.
Okay, so starting with the match, the opera singer immediately goes into ghost form and starts looking for the gardener in this case. It did transition into an area where a team was decoding, so well, maybe right now they'll try to. Oh, they got the hit on the shield right now. They're going back for the chase into the second building where the barmaid was decoding.
Oh, cool. Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be transitioning from the second building though to give a chance for the barmaid to decode. And oh, their shield is back up, so it looks like it's just a little waiting game. Oh, shield broke though, but the flywheel came in clutch for barely a moment. That was the first hit as well though.
Looks like they have some
Oh,
pretty
and
nice
that
effort. Hmm?
yeah, and that will be the very first down. Honestly, a little early for what was expected of this Gardner with the suicide bill. But considering how strong of a team this is for rescuing, I wonder if they're gonna go for the rescue immediately.
It seems so.
Yeah. First officer coming in with the pocket watch to try and get some time for the teammates to go and also to rescue. They did get hit though, and oh, they switched targets for this first officer. Are they hoping to get a double down right here with side?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, and that is going to be a double down. Right now we are at 3 ciphers, so I'm kind of curious to see if they are going to sell this gardener right here, considering she doesn't have borrowed time. And their flywheel is still a little bit on cooldown, and will focus on healing this first officer, which it looks like Barmaid did with a Devouring all hand. Painter
Looks
is
like
going for the
Painter.
rescue though. Yeah. It doesn't have tide though, so it really depends on how they manage to kite her in this moment.
Looks like Gardner will be
We
being eliminated.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will be Gardner going down fully, and now it's up to the opera singer to chase around. Either the oh, it looks like they'll be going for the barmaid next. There's some pretty nice pallets that the Gardner laid down instantly, so it could help her. Immediately defaulting after getting hit, which I think is a pretty nice choice. They have some kiting spots here, so it really depends if they can. Oh, that's going to be a down. First officer looks like it's going to go for another immediate rescue. Immediately uses the pocket watch to discern the hunter and is trying to go for that quick rescue. But it looks like it might oh, it barely got it before half was done. So oh, they did get the
On
hit on the barmaid though.
the pallet thingy.
Yeah, a little unfortunate honestly. And oh, I think they're going to keep on chasing the first officer in hopes of hitting him. But he had some very nice dodge, but ultimately got hit. So it'll really depend on if this painter can prime the cipher and fast enough.
Oh, the teleport.
Oh, they used the
Push
teleport.
to push painter off of his
This,
cipher.
yeah, but immediately teleports back towards the painter in hopes of getting this first officer before they can rescue. Oh, but got a
Oh,
hit. That's very unfortunate.
very unlucky for the first officer.
And now they're running for the painter. Oh, they pops immediately to give the first officer a chance to escape. It's looking like maybe a one man, considering that the opera singer's teleportation skill is down. Oh, got detention. My bad. I thought I had detention on. Um, looks like
I don't
they're
think
going to be chasing the painter. Yeah, no detention. I thought they had detention. That was my bad. Immediately lays down the painting and it's running towards the other gate or dungeon even. Oh, they
maybe.
miss and they go to dungeon. Congratulations, that was a tie.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just let you take over the
very
yapping for that.
yeah, very good job from both sides. I think both the hunter had a really good cipher pressure on this match, and the survivors managed to play around that to get a tie.
Which is really good. Really
Yeah,
nice communication.
yeah, very good, nice communication within the survivor team, as well as some very strong play from the hunter from Crimson Curse. So this is going to be a 2-2 score right now with both teams tied. So it'll depend to see if they tie on the next round to see if they go to a possible round three, or if perhaps Crimson Curse or Survivors or the Hunter from F4U turns it around and manages to win this round.
But
So what do you
with that,
think? Oh, sorry.
hmm? What were you saying?
Sorry. No, sorry. I thought I was gonna say something else. But
I
I
was
just
just
forgot.
gonna
Sorry.
say everything about the match we just watched with the opera and that really strong comp right there. Like
Yeah.
it was just beautiful, you know?
Yeah. We're gonna be moving right now. Yeah, we're moving up to the next picks and bans for this next match. The flop for you immediately the hunter immediately bans Priestess and Antiquarian.
We're keeping a very
They
valid
left.
brands for that.
Yeah, they left this year for grabs for the CNC team. So it'll depend. Oh, it looks like they're gonna go with a similar team comp like last match because the CNC are going to be picking Gardener and Painter.
Ooh.
We already talked about how these two survivors are really strong on this match, and we already saw that with this last team.
I wonder which rescuer they like rescuer they picked the first officer's band now.
Alright, they'll have to go look for another type of rescuer. Mercenary is pretty good in this map. Honestly, I don't think Gravekeeper will be a good option for this one.
Yeah. I was thinking about Gravekeeper. I was like, maybe not.
Yeah, it's just he doesn't play that good on small places like hospital. It's much better to play him in like wider maps with his shovel.
Yeah, so he can transition and everything.
Yeah. So depends really on how on when if they play another rescue team, or if they're planning to go into a more harassing or kiting. And it
We're gonna
looks
be
like
seeing
the
start
next
out.
survivor, the yeah, psychologist. They grabbed her before they possibly banned her, like they did in this last match. So psychologist, like we said before, she's pretty strong, especially because she can heal anyone without any like time limit with her whistle. That makes her really, really good.
Oh, we are gonna
And
be seeing a
finally,
mercenary.
yeah, it like looks like we're correct because this is mercenary. If we have to pick from like the meta rescuers, is probably the one of the best ones that go on Sacred Heart in any map really. So I think it was pretty smart from the F4U Hunter to immediately ban him to leave them without options for a good rescuer. Maybe
Yeah,
Psychologist or Gardener can fill in that role though.
I feel like to be Gardner because she has her bubble, but
Yeah.
anything's
Oh, and
possible.
finally, yeah, and finally, the last survivor pick from the Crimson Curse is going to be Wilding. A Murdoch gameplay.
Ooh, this is my. I tell you, this is
Yeah,
like one of my first time seeing a Murrow in this tourney.
yeah. I think just yesterday was the first time he like was played on this tournament. And honestly, I'm a little curious to see um what they're going to be playing for this round. Honestly, because Mora, I don't know how well he does on this map. I know he's much better on maps with much more open space because of his board, but maybe he can do something to turn around this match. Who knows?
Hello, hello, something happened. Yeah. Matchup channel.
Yeah,
A little
yeah. Give me a
silly.
little second. So,
A little silly.
they're going to be locking up their personas now. Gardner is going to be bringing Flywheel and Borrowed Time. I believe that's what 12-6 is. Uh,
I'm
Tide and Borrowed Time is going to be the Wilding's pick of choice. Knee Jerk and Borrowed Time is going to be Psychologist Persona. And finally, Painter is going to be bringing Borrowed Time and Knee Jerk. Everyone has Borrowed Time on this part on this game. How curious.
you
Okay, and finally, the hunter pick we're going to see is going to be Cleric.
That's funny.
I
So she's
think
a pretty,
it makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I think she's a,
yeah, like,
huh?
yeah,
Yeah, she's the most surprised
uh,
player.
yeah, like I think Cleric for this map, it's okay because she doesn't have that good of a chase, but she's really strong when it comes to putting cipher pressure. And considering that this team is an entire team with borrowed time between them, I think this is maybe what they're going for. Maybe planning to go for the long run and but maybe not that much haste.
Maybe. Say Clark's a pretty strong hunter also. With her sacrifice and her overall pretty strong base. And she also has a
Mhm.
pretty strong camp as the hunter, depending on who's playing her.
Yeah. So I think it'll depend on how these people decide to play. If they try to contain her as much as possible and get a lot of different um decoding on different ciphers because I think about us. Clark is that she can do a lot of cipher pressure, like with little to no cooldown.
But we will be seeing a detention and trump card play also.
Yeah, like I mentioned before like I made a mistake with the previous hunter. Um, the tension and trump card is usually the type of persona that most hunters use because it gives them like a guarantee for perhaps the long game, especially if they aren't like very strong base hunters. And moving to the picks for the map spawns, it looks like the psychologist is going to be spawning right in the middle with Moro and Painter on the opposite sides. And looks like Gardner is going to be on the other side.
With Clark spawning in that
Oh,
corner with Gardner and Hunter.
yeah, it looks like she either wants to get rid of the painter or the gardener immediately. So let's start this match. And it looks like, oh, they went immediately to go look for the gardener. I think it makes sense. I think it would be better to get rid of such a strong both supporter and rescuer, with especially
Well,
because her shield makes her so dangerous.
yeah.
Start getting some recordings down. Oh, we immediately records that bullet stun, well, not the bullet stun, the bullet from the partner, so maybe they'll try to use that later on. Oh, they
Gardner's bubbles on.
accidentally, yeah, their bubble is gone. And it looks like they transitioned because they did
Oh, the
accident. Oh,
flywheel.
very nice flywheel. Yeah. Did get a hit though while waiting for the recording to stop, so they didn't give her a free pallet stun recording. And oh, it looks like Mora is going in to give us a little bit of support with the board. Right now, we're still at 5 ciphers, and they still have the very hot pursuit on the gardener, who got their shield immediately. So they still have a pretty strong chance. Their shield is gone now, though. Oh,
Oh, the
very nice blink. Looks like this is going to be the first chair, but did it get a cipher down? Looks like they're trying to put a bit of pressure on the ciphers by recording the psychologist. But it's looking like the Walden is going for the rescue.
portion and see.
Oh, and maybe a four from the Wilding to try and give a little bit of support for the gardener. Oh, uh, oh, they pulled that pallet down without full recording of the gardener, but the gardener still managed to run through that.
While installing those pallets.
Yeah, pulling a lot of pallets, only to get pulled back again by
Oh, nice shower from
guard.
Gardner.
Yeah, barely missed the attack. and
Oh,
they're doing a really good cipher route as well.
oh,
The
I don't
wilding
listen.
support is very crucial. Oh,
Yeah, the wilding support's really nice.
yeah, and especially because the psychologist was able to give him a whistle earlier.
Shut up.
Oh, but that will be a down from the gardener. I think they're trying to put some pressure on the wilding to finally go. Oh, and that's going
Oh,
to be a double down. Oh, but it looks like the painter is going to come for the rescue.
oh no. Pellet sorry.
Yeah, barely
But,
missed the pellet gun, but the blink came in
oh,
just
nice.
now. Oh, but they put the painting down to buy a little bit of time. But this is like this gardener's that's chairs, so this is going to be a down. It all depends right now if the clerk decides to do some cipher pressuring on them.
Yeah.
Looks like they're chasing onto the wilding and the painter.
What aided in killing that cipher?
Yeah, trying to get some recording on the psychologist ciphering as well because if she gets that cipher prime, it might be a little difficult for her to recover.
What if the collector trying to pop the cipher?
Yeah.
I've
They
seen some
still have
folks.
trump card up.
Oh yeah.
Looks like they still have trump card, however. So, oh, painter down immediately, and it looks like they're going to perhaps force the cipher pressure more. Yeah, immediately tries to record the psychologist cipher doing the cipher.
Uh,
It's almost right.
it's almost fun. I'm about to see some more wild link support.
Yeah, Spalding support has been really strong throughout the whole game.
It really has been. Oh,
Oh, and
no.
that's going
Oh,
to be a cipher pop. It'll depend if they can switch right now to teleport and teleport to the other gate because that painter is out of paintings. So it'll depend if they still want to
oh,
chase
nice
very
pallets.
strongly this like very nice palette stun and changes the teleport to immediately go to the other gate. They didn't get a hit, unfortunately. Oh, now they got a hit on the psychologist. So I think they want to go for a secure tie between the two rounds. Because right now, currently, this is very, it looks like a tide for everyone.
Yeah.
Unless they decide to go for like a rescue just to guarantee the first win round. Wildling's decoding the opposite gate, so it'll depend if they are going to go for the psychologist rescue or they are not going to risk it.
Securing that tile.
Securing the tie. And this will be it for this round. Congratulations to both teams.
Very nice gameplay from both teams also.
Yeah, I was especially like surprised with this Boros support. You don't see a Boro with that much good support for a kite that often.
Yeah.
So with this, it's going to mean it's this first round is going to end in a complete draw, with both teams tying on 4-4. This means we'll be going to round three, and we will also be moving next soon enough to the map and big events. Let's just get the teams ready, see if anyone wants to change a sub, or we'll see.
But with that last match, they just hasn't. The Clark was, but overall, it was really, really great. Like the wilding support,
Yeah,
the Ada whistling from afar. The kites are really nice too.
yeah, yeah. Like I agree entirely. Like the kite and the support from this welding was amazing.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And now
Okay, we're
we're
moving.
onto the map picks and then for the map.
Yeah, we're gonna be moving soon. This time around, F4U will be being the people who ban a map first, and right, and this time, Crimson Curse will decide the map they're going to be playing in. But first, we're going to see if anyone wants to change any subs, which looks like it's going to be a no from both teams.
Now we'll be having plot for you banning the map.
They'll have to choose because oh, it looks like the
Ooh.
map that we're not going to be seeing is Ever Sleeping, which I think is a very surprising choice. This is not people's first choice in mind when you want to ban a map.
Yeah, I think Ever Sleeping's are decently decently strong with the tram in mind because that's secondary
Yeah,
hunter that nobody knows about.
yeah,
Tram,
especially Ever Sleeping. It's one of the most played maps, I think, in this Lilicrow tournament. So I'm kind
yeah,
of surprised to see that this was a ban from it. Oh, and it looks like the map that we are going to be playing in is Leo's Forgotten Memory,
ooh,
which I think it's this one. They just said Leo's pick, but assuming it's Leo's Christmas map, it's I think it's a nice choice.
yeah. With the two-story building being a pretty nice place to kite in, even though there's not much over there. Well, in the
Yeah.
building at least.
And it looks yeah. And finally, I think by this is going to mean that the flop for you survivors are going to be going up first against the CNC partner.
Yeah.
I based on this last match, what do you think? It might try to play because they're obviously might try and immediately ban opera. Their opera was
Yeah.
really nice, but they still managed to get a tie, so maybe they want to play it secure.
Maybe they. I feel like they'd still ban opera since they've seen the opera like in the game, like the opera gameplay. Unless
Yeah.
they, unless
And
they just happen to know what other hunters the CNC. Yeah, the CNC.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm?
so we're gonna move to the bits and bans soon. As a small reminder, the flop for you can't pick I believe it's Gardener and Painter again
Yeah,
because they were the global bans.
I'm pretty sure it was Gardner and Painter for both teams actually.
Yeah, it's going to be Gardener and Painter for both teams. Oh, and looks like immediately the hunter is going to be banning Seer and Toy Merchant,
leaving that priestess open.
leaving the process open to perhaps be a global ban for next one, and but giving them a chance because Priestess on this map is also pretty good, especially because there's a second story building.
Yeah, there's really strong spots for priestess.
Yeah. Oh, and looks like the hunter band we're going to be seeing is opera, so no more opera from the CN Crimson Curse Hunter. And honestly, as well, Toy Merchant on this map as a choice to ban immediately is a pretty good choice because our catapults in this map specifically are pretty strong, especially as a
Yeah,
support for kiting.
Also learned some really strong catapult spots for her in two stories. That if she
Yeah,
uses it, she can loop all the way around the two-story building. Ooh,
yeah,
we're
it
gonna be
gives her
seeing
a
a
lot of movement.
lawyer and a novelist this time around.
Yeah, Novelist, I'm a little surprised because I think this is the first time in this tournament that we're going to be seeing some Novelist gameplay.
I think so.
Yeah, just guys, imagine the Novelist pick is on the stream. We didn't expect to get him picked today.
Yeah, we weren't expecting
So,
novelist.
yeah.
That was he was
Um,
a
but
surprise.
Novelist, I think recently he got like a change, right? Because when
Hmm?
I was playing this game, normally what he did was possess the hunter. But recently I played a rank match against a novelist and it changed entirely. It's more like he moves this hunter
Oh
position
yeah,
now, is it not?
yeah. He switches positions now.
Ah, it makes sense and it makes it like much better. I guess this is why they added him now to dual hunters.
Yeah, it's still his rework. He can really set up really
Yeah,
nice palette stones specifically, and he could also be really
yeah,
nice support if the metaphors are
yeah,
used at the right times.
yeah. Maybe now more people can get a little acquainted to the novelist new rework because it was mentioned before, but he spent in other tourneys because of the rework. But he's not banned on this tournament specifically, so it's pretty much a free grab.
Ooh, an aeroplane is banned.
Aeroplane is banned, followed by a flopper you pick for forward in this match.
Ooh, a forward. We're gonna get to see some nice forward support, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a very strong team when it comes to doing support harassment because between Novelist being able to switch positions with the hunter and forward being able to stun them, it'll depend if they play a hunter who is really good either at chase or go for much more of a map control hunter.
What if we see a wax artist?
Waxardis is a pretty good choice for this map, honestly.
I feel like he'd be a really nice counter for the novelist and forward.
Yeah, especially for novelists and novelists and forward. Yeah,
So now I'd be really excited to see a wax. This is the one and only time I'd be excited to see him.
yeah. And finally, the last band from the Crimson Curse Hunter is going to be Patient.
Another really strong, not hunter, survivor on this map. Yeah, Patience a
Yeah,
new
just
hunter.
yeah, they banned a lot of survivors who's they're very good in this map when it comes to like kiting away from the hunter. So maybe this is a hunter that wants to go full chase.
maybe, and trying to keep them away from two-story.
Yeah.
Because merchant she can catapult off. Aeroplane can hover off, and patient can, if used correctly, he can hook off.
Oh, and the final flop for you survivor that it's going to be big is cheerleader.
Looks like they're going for a support-based team.
Yeah, very support oriented team. Especially because they're going with one decoder exactly. So maybe their plan is to go for a cipher rush perhaps. But what two of these survivors are not good at decoding.
Yeah, third game. Novels, I believe he has his before till 50% decoded. He has a buff, and then he gets debuffed for the last 50%.
Mhm. Especially and considering this cheerleader is going to be in play, I think she's going to work a lot in doing harassment for the rest of the team. Especially because cheerleader is able to reset cooldown, so it's just going to be resetting the cooldown for the forward or resetting the cooldown for the novelist page.
And she can also, if she's around long enough, and for the other survivor to kite long enough, she can give them enough stacks and revive them after going down.
Yeah, she's one of the stronger supporters, honestly. So it'll depend on who they decide to play because they need to be either really good at pressure at putting more cipher pressure, or they have to be a really strong chasing. Oh, and it looks like the hunter that's going to be played on this map is Hermit.
Oh, and Alva.
Yeah, I think they want to go for what's going to be a strongish hunter with chase, but much more of a cipher pressure, especially because they have exactly one personas. And finally, the so personas for each team is going to be a cheerleader and a novelist with flywheel and borrowed time. Forward is going to be bringing tide and flywheel. And finally, lawyer is bringing broken windows and borrowed time. With the hunter is going to be bringing what I believe might be insolence and detention. So, what do you think of these personas?
I think that those are at last. I think those are really decent. Ford seems to be the one they're probably going to be planning to sell it soon, possibly.
Yeah, yeah, because everyone else has borrowed time. So they want to play forward as a rescuer and a harasser, probably. I was this hermit personally. I might go immediately for the lawyer, just to
Yeah,
make sure that my cipher pressure really stays.
yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Because if Flurry is left alone for too long, he can really get those ciphers flying. Even, well, I don't know how he'd decode with the helmet. I feel like he's
I
really.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, uh, I think especially because this hunter is bringing the tension. I think they want to go for the long game, honestly, because they know that with this current team, they're going to be really harassed very fastly. So
Yeah.
maybe they want to play the long game, get as
Maybe.
many interstacks as possible.
It could be very Interesting to see. I wonder who'd spawn in two-story.
Yeah, because it'll really depend on two. I think if I was from this team, I would put her lawyer in the story just to give him a little bit more chance to kite if he gets the first kite.
And he could also hide up there.
And oh, this is actually the 11th forward in this game.
Oh, he almost
Very probably
S-Fetch
going to
cold.
get. So maybe we'll see some pro forward gameplay today. So
Yes.
maybe mhm. Let's move on to the immediate spawn picks. And looks like oh they're putting a lawyer up in the second star factory, which I said as well. I think it's better to put him
Yeah.
there so he has a strong place to kite. And
And
oh,
if
Hermit
he needs to, he could
Hermit
also
either
hide.
yeah. And Hermit is either planning to go for that risky lawyer kite or go forward for the forward. Let's see
So
how
I
this
believe
plays
both would
out.
be like either or would be a really nice choice for the Hermit.
Mhm. So I immediately they're connecting ciphers just to make sure there's a slowdown. And oh, it looks like they're going to be going for the forward first.
Really interesting choice. But I can understand it. Like forward support being a possible worry.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Maybe they want to make sure that they don't get that much harassment on on him. They're doing a bit of chasing around here, putting pilots immediately down and looking forward to either get closer to him.
Oh,
Oh, they got the oh, but they immediately go away with the oh.
cheerleader resetting his cooldown.
Mm-hmm. They count his cooldown just to make sure that he can move away as well. And they're transitioning away from this area, which makes sense. They already used up all the pellets in there. Got a hit and coincidentally hurt the lawyer. Oh, but immediately uses teleport to go away and go for the cheerleader. Interesting choice. Oh no, they hit the lawyer, but still are running towards the cheerleader, looks like. Switching a little bit on the ciphers.
Yeah.
I will say that the lawyer is very dangerously near getting hit. And if
Big
they manage to get this, yeah, that'll be a down for lawyer, even though the chase is still very strong on the cheerleader.
share damage with cheerleader.
Oh, trying to kite around him this in this zone with the pallets down to force him to open it. Oh, but that will be a down for cheerleader finally. Lawyer is up again though.
Seems that he was forced to use his
And
scepter.
yeah, and it looks like they're going to be looking forward to basement.
Oh.
Basement was very close, so it makes sense, but it does feel a little risky.
I wonder if they basement rescue.
Yeah, forward is very close to get a rescue.
And
So
forward does have using football to get them.
you get the hit
Yeah.
on the forward and are going to get another hit on him to get a double down maybe because they're still going for the cheerleader right now. Very very fast magnets from him and very strong balls as well. They got a
Oh
hit
yeah.
and coincidentally bring down the novelist.
With the shared damage as well.
Mm-hmm. This is cheerleader's second chair, and honestly, considering everyone's health bar, I will consider selling her.
Yeah.
They need to concentrate much more on fast
They may have
healing.
they may have to sell her.
Oh, immediately teleports towards these two who are trying to heal to get at perhaps a down on this lawyer immediately. Yeah, that's what they're planning to do.
I wonder if he'd slug. Would he slug the lawyer? No.
I maybe they'll plan to do it after they secure that no one can self heal.
Yeah.
Because
So
the
I'm pretty sure
Novelist
it's
is still doing uh,
pretty sure only lawyers has used his self healing.
very much. Yeah. It'll depend on whether this Novelist is going to do their best in decoding. They're still on two ciphers.
Ooh.
Lawyer is down back again. And they go back to chair him.
Novelist with his after 50% debuff.
Yeah, it looks like they still want to chase onto this forward just to make sure no one can rescue that lawyer. Oh, they got the cipher prime, but this forward does not have high borrow time, so it ended up for
Yeah.
naught. And teleport is on the table still. Dungeon is very close to that gate, so if he teleports and looks for him, maybe they'll realize Dungeon is practically right there.
One novelist hiding
It
nearby.
doesn't look like he sees him. Maybe they're thinking they're gate waiting.
Maybe.
Oh, moves away. It's looking like a 3-man, honestly, with a dungeon
Yeah.
escape from the novelist.
A really nice hiding novelist.
Yeah, they managed to hide long enough to discern the hunter from finding where they are. Looks like they're going back
Oh,
though, maybe just to get that very fast.
oh
Oh,
no.
they managed to get the flywheel in the dungeon. So that
Huh?
was the match. Very impressive display of a hermit skill right there.
Yeah.
This it's going to mean that F4U and Crimson Curse are going to be 3-1 with it benefiting Crimson Curse. And this settles the score in 7-5.
Yeah. Math.
What do you think
So
of like the match we just saw?
I think it was really interesting to watch with the with the hermits and all the sheer
Yeah, I
damage.
agree. I agree. That's the good thing about the Hermit because not only can he like slow down the ciphers, he can make everyone share damage. So it really depends on like being good at choosing what's the good place to do some share damage and where not to.
Yeah,
Congratulations as well to both teams, though. I think, for example, the forward from F4U played really well, as well as the novelist being able to hide away from the hunter and get a dungeon with a flywheel.
the flywheel to cancel the polarity. Really well done by both teams there. That net.
Mm. So this is now we're moving to picks and bans from from that for the next match. As a reminder, Painter and Cardigan are also the global bans for this team, so we will not be able to see them in the Crimson Curse Survivors. A flop for you, Hunter, is going to be banning Antiquarian and Toy Merchant.
Ooh, those are really badly banned, especially Toy Merchant.
Yeah, leaving up both Seer and Priestess for grabs, though, which I think it's a very risky choice, but very interesting as well.
I wonder if Crimson would pick Priestess and or Seer.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's this good on this map because it's a little too big for him, and there's a lot of walls where the hunter is just able to block them from you. So, but
Ooh,
Priestess, on the other hand, has a very strong portals places here.
especially in Peace Story.
I think Antiquarian, we didn't talk about her this in this map, but I think it's also a very understanding choice because especially in the middle area where there's so many places with low walls, it's very easy for her to jump around with her sick.
Oh yeah. And oh, some really nice spots for her to hit the hunter around.
Oh, and
Probably
looks
will
like
be
the
staying to see her
an
as well as in
entomologist. These are the picks we were asking for the hunter ban. But let's and the hunter ban is going to be Sangria, which I understand a lot. You wanna avoid her as much as you can. And Clark on this map, I think it makes sense. This is a very bad place for Clark to hunt, so I think they'll go with that one.
yeah, maybe.
And speaking about the two survivor picks that were Seer and Entomologist are very strong survivors on this map. While Seer, I don't know if he's this good. Entomologist is all over a lot of spots to slow down the hunter.
Yeah, they're both really good support survivors.
That's
And
right.
so what her
We'll
dudes
also be
and see
seeing
what his out.
yeah, we'll also be seeing an aeroplanist ban and another forward pick on this map.
Ooh,
We already saw how forward is able to play on this map, so I think it's a very good choice, as well as an aeroplanist ban because we didn't talk about it on the previous match, but he's very has a lot of spots to use his rocket machine.
especially on the stairs. Actually, two story.
Yeah. And finally, uh, the the final flop for you, Ben, and the final pick from the Crimson Curse are going to be Psychologist Ben
Rocket
and a
Alert.
Patient pick. Patient on this map, we talked about it before when he got banned. He's really good. A lot of trees for him to hold onto and kite away from, especially when the area is a little open in the middle.
Oh yeah.
And the personas, we're waiting for them to lock it in for now. So, what do you think of this comp?
Uh,
Uh,
pretty nice.
and finally,
Uh,
personas are locked in. We're going to be seeing a forward with borrow time and flywheel. Vision
pretty
is
seems to
bringing,
be support.
uh, yeah, uh, Vision is bringing tide and borrow time. Flywheel, flywheel and borrow time are going to be seer stories, and finally, an entomologist with flywheel, and it looks like borrow time as well. Well, that's not borrow time, is it? Oh, and a hunter pick from them is Nayar. What do you think of
Oh,
that?
Miami. I feel like she could be really
Nayar
good
is,
on this one.
yeah, she can be really damaging as well. It looks like part the build that they're going to be bringing is going to be detention and trump card.
Protection and jump card.
Detention and trump card for the Nayar.
So that's a pretty nice build for her.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good choice.
The Nile on this map,
And,
she can really water off of some of those strong kiting areas.
yeah, and I think as well, that like she has a lot of spots to do very big open areas just to like put some pressure on the survivors to force them to move from certain kind of areas like the building.
Yeah.
If you had to place any of the survivors as well on the map spawns, who would you put on the building?
Honestly, probably I don't know. Probably Fear, maybe.
I bet $200.
Maybe Fear.
Yeah, I was thinking Seer or maybe even the entomologist because if they
Yeah.
decide to chase around for the entomologist, she has pretty good spots to put her base in.
Yeah. There's Fear and some could be this way.
Yeah, so while we wait for the team to settle in for the ID match, I also think as well that it will be interesting because okay, uh well
Um,
intermission. I think right now, if they want to try and tie this, the hunter needs to play either a really good match or if there's a Crimson Curse want to guarantee the win for this round, they'll do a good. They'll probably have to good get a good either a tie or they have to get perhaps a 3-man.
I'm really excited to see how this plays out though.
Yeah, it really depends.
Goodness. And the ninth forward.
Oh, so we had both the 11th forward and the 9th forward currently. So a lot of celebrities today from the forward community.
No.
So let's see what type of picks they're going to be bringing for their map, as they're going to be locking it soon.
It's
You're
there.
right. It looks like they're putting Seer in building. Yeah,
Yeah, I figured because he could see the hunter, and if needed, he could also hide and up on the second story.
yeah. Looks like Nayat is going to be going for either the entomologist or the forward.
I feel like I feel like the knight would chase the intel because forward could
Yeah.
be quite bothersome for her to deal with. But then again, her water.
Okay, and looks like immediately they're throwing around their harpoon, and it's looking like they're going to be chasing the entomologist first inside of this little shack. But she's moving towards this little zone on the top left of the map.
I'm not leaving her bees right there.
Yeah, very nice spot for the base. Oh, and this spot is really like they're forcing her a lot to move around. Another hit on the base though. That means
Which will
bees
put
are a
on.
little
He said he
down.
put on.
Yeah. Oh, missed the hit, but they got in this time. I think that's the really good choice of Nayad in this map because she can force them out of really good hiding zones in her favor.
Oh,
Oh,
the body blocking patient as well. Plus the
yeah,
sear out.
and the owl. Yes, the seer owl came a little late, but the patient managed to get it really well done with the body block. It looks, however, that our
Oh, the
oh,
flower.
very nice flywheel to avoid a hit. But that will be it for the base because they are done.
Of
Entomologist
course.
needs to keep on moving though if they don't want to get hit with the water. Because they're getting very dangerously close to that point.
Yeah.
Oh, missed
Oh,
a
she
hit.
great.
Looks like they're going to try and get the oh,
Oh,
they
and
got
there's the
the
water
water
down.
hit.
At 3
Yeah.
ciphers remaining.
However, yeah, a little too late for the Naiad, but it's still very turnable for her.
Yeah, it's understandable that she was chasing
Honestly,
against all of this.
yeah, honestly though, if I was this Naiad, I wouldn't focus too
Oh,
much
the pencil.
on oh, they're trying to get a lot of water hits on the patient right now. But forward is also coming for a double mid rescue. Got this
So,
done though. She's up again. She's for revenge. We're going to be that dungeon is going to be here though, and they got that pallet hit mid
yeah.
ram. It's going to be another entomologist down, but it looks like the forward is going to be sticking around just for a bit of pressure and to secure maybe a few stuns.
A nice flywheel feel, surely.
Yeah, still going in strong though.
Well, you stayed in this washroom, ain't you?
Look like she's trying to bait the forward out.
Yeah, this feels like a cowboy duel. Oh, that's missile kill for entomologists though, so now they can really chase the forward now.
Yeah. Since Intel used their cell phone now.
Forward needs to like go though because they're about to get a water hit.
Looks like
They're
forward may be
coming just
going
to heal
down.
that. Yeah, they came to heal in the end though. Oh,
Oh,
blind.
another.
Oh,
Oh,
very interesting blend because they got the
oh, a nice stay from the forward.
yeah, forward coming in with those support clutches. Lifer is still yet to be primed though. Oh,
Another
I
nice
think they're
hit.
just trying to buy time.
Yeah, for the to get that cipher prime. Oh, I don't think Sword had enough of his football to save that time.
Yeah, and this Naiad, I don't know if they'll be able. This is looking like a 3-man so far.
Yeah.
They rescued the entomologist, but he still has tied, so they're moving away so that they can give their teammates a chance to go faster as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very smart to down her with
With the
the
water
water
instead.
and to yeah. It'll really depend on what gate the Naiad goes to. Because on one side the forward is there and he has even just a tiny bit of a ball left. And, oh, they opened it in time.
Sometime.
Yeah, and this there's no I don't know if there's drum card in table.
Oh, a 3-man
This is
escape
it
from
then.
Clemson.
Yeah, and it's going to be a 3-man in favor of Crimson Curse. Congratulations to everyone. I think this was a very cool game to see. Like a lot was on the line. Yeah. And especially because this match was like so tightly
Yeah.
closed. But with this, we're going to be seeing for the round two a 6-2 for in favor of Crimson Curse. And this is meaning that Crimson Curse wins the second round.
Helping really great support
Yeah.
from the forward too.
Yeah, the forward had really well stuns and managed to give a lot of time for his teammates to decode while they put pressure on the Naiad with his stuns. Ultimately, really well played from everyone because the Naiad, for example, was really smart with using her water to hit the entomologist that last moment so that they could get that free down without actually hitting her.
Yeah.
So right now, let's wait on everyone for them to settle down. And because now we're gonna be moving to round three. I believe right now that winning conditions for everyone right now is going to be uh depending on the maps they choose, because as a reminder for round three, every map is available again.
And I believe the survivors can now ban two hunters.
That's correct. So maybe they'll go with the safe choice and ban Opera Singer again, and maybe ban a gatekeeper perhaps, because this, or maybe go as well for Hermit, because it'll depend on the map that they decide to go into.
Seeing a hospital ban this time.
Yeah, so this
Crimson.
time around, we're not going to be playing on hospital unlike on first round.
I wonder if they'll pick up Moonlit this time. Oh, Arms Factory.
Arms Factory, really curious choice. It's a
Yeah.
very small map with very few places to hide, so maybe they want to go for a strong pressure hunter with a map control.
But have you? What do you think about the match we just watched?
This previous match, I think, honestly, it really depends on how Crimson Curse decides to play this round. Because they need to, I believe what they need to do is that uh they need to manage to get at least a Riemann to get 1 point over the hunter that goes against them. Because, well, we'll see soon with the win condition or from the our lovely host. But it'll depend a lot, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like if Crimson Curse uh gets a 2K or above, they will win on points. So yeah, what Lilicrow needs to make sure is that they don't get a tie. They have to go in a with a very aggressive build.
they have conditions. We will be starting picks and bans shortly.
Yeah, moving on to the picks and bans. As a reminder, the global bans for the Lilicrow survivors are going to be painter, gardener, lawyer, and novelist. So we won't be seeing them again anymore.
I
We're gonna
wonder,
be starting with the Crimson Hunter bans.
banning if they, I wonder who they ban since it's Arms Factory.
Yeah, maybe we'll be seeing some Dreamwitch gameplay. I know it's really good, a strong hunter on this map. Or maybe, and just maybe, we'll finally see some Joseph appreciation, because this map is really good for him because it's really small and not a lot of places to hide, and spawn points are usually really close to each other.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and the first bands are in. It looks like the bands that we're going to be seeing are Seer and Mercenary. Leaving Priestess for Grass, but Priestess on this map is not that great, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think there's as many spots for her to use her portals. And there are still some decently strong ones, but I don't think that this map would be in Tracy's favor.
Yeah, it'll depend on who, because the hunter from Kingston needs to secure that they are going to get a 3K if they want to win this match. So they either need to go really aggressive or they need to make sure that they have one of the options they have. They either need to get rid of healing or they need to get rid of decoding.
Yeah.
Currently waiting on what I believe are the two hunter bans from the F4U tournament. Oh, and it looks like they just came in, and it looks like they'll be banning both Opera and Hermit.
Okay. Very valid bans considering the
Yeah,
other matches.
yeah, especially because this hunter has a really strong Hermit, we just saw. It was thanks to this
Yeah.
Hermit that they managed to get an advantage for this round. So, waiting for the survivor picks. Do you think they're going to go with a team that focuses mainly on healing or support?
Oh, psychologist and forward for their first two picks. Look like they are going for
Yeah,
the support.
yeah, support psychologist with her whistle is going to be able to do some in distance healing, as well as forward is going to be able to do some quick stuns, especially because this place has so many
Walls.
small walls or trees or just like little objects around. It makes it really
Yeah.
easy for them to get hit. However, it doesn't leave him that much on the moving around department because as well as there's so many places for to collision a hunter,
Yeah.
it
Well,
doesn't give him as much as an open space if they want to use their bolt to
was
sprint.
she okay. Tell me what she when you bring it close.
Sorry, guys.
Currently, yeah, currently waiting on the next survivor ban. Based on the bans, maybe they do want to make sure they don't have that much rescuing or that much support. Oh, and it looks like the next support that they're going to be banning is cheerleader.
That's very valid. The cheerleader
Yeah, I
could
agree.
cancel forwards cooldown.
Yeah, because especially because she can cancel both the psychologist whistle and the forward well, so it makes her really difficult to switch around. So if you had to choose, like if they had to put cheerleader in, it would mean like an fast chase on her. And it looks like the next person who is going to be in the pick for flop for you is Era.
Ooh, the mayor of Highness. He's finally free.
Finally free. But Airplanes, I think it's an interesting choice. You don't see him being played around in this map so often, but when you do, he has really tricky but useful spots that they can do. Because I
Yeah.
believe there's a spot in the factory where they can access the hole in the ceiling, so it allows them to for an easy place to go inside and hide from there.
Oh yeah.
This is an example of like the use for airplanes in this match. So it looks like a very like they want to go for a strong team in support and kiting perhaps, leaving decoding a little bit on the afterthought.
Dude. Oh, a prospector man.
Prospector ban. Interesting. Are they going to play perhaps Night Watch? I know Night Watch is I know that Prospector is really countering for Night Watch, so maybe it's an option.
Maybe it isn't.
I see it
No.
unlikely as well, so maybe we will see Dream Witch.
Oh yeah, possibly. Oh, we're gonna be
Oh,
seeing a
and the
little girl.
final, yeah, little girl. I guess to
Oh,
recompensate for the lack of Prospector, her pages do
yeah.
pretty much the same thing. And with her teleportation and life chain, she can move around the map really quickly and do very easy supports for everyone.
Yeah.
Love my air.
Um,
Yeah, let's wait on the I think are the personas. What kind of personas will you bring for this team?
honestly, um, I say probably I don't know, maybe Tide and borrow conflict psychology, maybe Flywheel and borrow conflict forward. Aeroplane is
Yeah.
probably the same. I don't think you. Ooh, you have little girl with
Ooh.
broken windows, borrow time, and also the same goes for Aeroplane, which is borrow time. Broken windows, but what's the order? I wonder. Hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
The rest
psychologist
are
with a
coming
suicide.
in. I've seen psychologists it's a suicide bill, so I'm not so surprised about it. But it looks like Forward is going to be playing rescuer for this match. They're bringing Tide Turner and Borrow Time. And Aeroplanes, surprisingly enough, are bringing Broken Windows of Borrow Time.
I was honestly kind of expecting aeroplanes to have flywheel and borrow time instead. But then again,
Yeah,
he
it
already
looks
has
like they
like.
want.
Then again,
Oh,
aeroplane
and
is
we're going to
technically
be
fighting
seeing
time.
some.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like the hunter just been locked in. It's looking we're going to be seeing an N.
In the end. Oh, the prospect again makes sense now.
Yeah, I'm thinking Nightwatch maybe, but Nightwatch isn't
Yeah.
this great on this map. But
Yeah, I was
with
thinking
Anne, it makes sense a little bit more. Because I don't know how she plays so much on this map, but her stats, as we've been seeing throughout the whole tournament, are very damning.
and and I'm sure what's really going to snap since there's not any like stayers that she has to worry about. But I like saying stairs is Anne's weakness. But the sign for
Yeah.
Anne is gonna be the tension and confined space. A nice little up down for her.
Yeah. However, I don't know if little girl can counter her that much now, though. Her pages can
I
be
guess
pretty good, but when it comes to the cats, it's very easy to cancel them.
yeah. Unless the little girl pushes Anne away with her pages as she jumps over to her.
Yeah, that's right.
It all just depends on the timing of the pages.
Uh, Currently waiting on inviting the hunter right now. But honestly, for the map spawns, what do you would put everyone in?
I feel like maybe Ada and Factory, possibly.
I was thinking so too, and I was thinking airplane is maybe in middle.
Yeah, little girl could probably be in yeah, one cutting area of the gates. Because she could really use her pages and vault windows there.
Yeah. Uh, Honestly though, us this is a reminder for everyone. The winning condition for the team is to have a hunter have their 3K, so they can fully win this match.
Yeah, the conditions were indeed 3K for the hunter.
Yeah. So it really depends on how this Anne decides to play. They need to do really good jumps and really good cats if they want to go really aggressive.
I wonder if we'll see the Anne use her cats to the nice little girl.
Nice little girl. We've been having a lot of badges shown this match today.
Well, the nice little girl in the move forward here.
Yeah, a little scary.
Yeah.
But maybe the Anne will manage to pull through and get the win.
I wonder if the Anne will use her cats to sneaky as well.
Okay, moving to
Another.
the picks for the spawns.
I'm actually
Oh,
picking.
very interesting. Putting Ada next to factory and forward in the middle. Oh, and looks they want to go pretty aggressive on the forward immediately. Okay, and starting the match, immediately put some cats down to do a quick jump, but looks like not they didn't see the forward just yet, but not chasing him. Interesting. Oh, it looks like they're going to go for the psychologist as a first hunt.
There's a cat.
take the whistle out of the psychologist. She puts the pallets down. Gets a cat in, but she got the pallets done. So still a hit.
Oh, nice jump to get into the factory.
Very nice flywheel from the psychologist, and they're going to be trying to transition up factory. This forward looks like they're on the verge of leaving their cipher to give them support for the psychologist because they got a very quick stun from the forward, and they're chasing psychologists onto the away from the base this place because basement is right here. That was a cat latch though, so they got it down. Yeah, and they were very close to basement, so they're going to be a basement placement here. Benton's already in the middle, and looks like forward is going to try and come for a quick rescue. Oh, they missed that hit from the fall damage, so that and that's going to be tide use. They got that pretty nice stun though, and they managed to hit onto the psychologist. Maybe they probably want to secure her on that on chair first. However, this other got really cipher rush. We're currently standing on one cipher. Oh, Paige to push her away, really smart, and they got the pellets done. They had excitement, curiously enough. That will be the cipher pop finally. Looks like they're interested on chasing that little girl around. However, this is an insolence and detention build, so this means that this might end up in a tie. Yeah, and this was a tie currently. So congratulations to both teams. I think they played really well. But I think this means we're going to be moving maybe to next part of the round three, or we might be seeing a finish here. It'll depend on what they say. This is a 2-for-2 match, so we're gonna move to the second half.
Yeah. That was just really nice to watch. Actually.
Yeah, very interesting match overall.
So all Crimson needs is a one man, and then they win.
Yeah, so basically, if F4U wins, gets a 4K here, the Hunter gets a 4K here, they would win this round, and we will be moving to round 4. Anything less will mean that Crimson Curse will win. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad.
Ah,
So basically, if F4U wins this, gets a 4K here, they'll win the series. If Crimson Curse, if they get anything else, it will mean that Crimson Curse will win. And honestly, if I had to say, it's looking like Crimson's first game currently. They really have strong survivors.
yeah. I wonder if they'll be looking mostly for the dungeon escape.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the hunter they'll go to play because they need either a really aggressive hunting style or they'll need really good control to slow everyone down.
But Crimson double bands being painter, gardener, entomologist, and seer.
And the first spins for the flop for you hunter are going to be forward and aeroplanist.
Very battle. We were going to be seeing a Sangria and Clark band from Crimson.
Oh, Opera and Clerk ban. It makes sense. They already went safe by banning the Sangred on the previous in the first round, but now that they're back on a small map again, maybe they want to avoid a clerk with really good cipher pressure.
Wonder if they'll be going for what survivors they're going to be picking.
Oh, looks like the next survivors we're going to be seeing though are Embalmer and Prospector.
Looks like they are going to be going for that dungeon or a tie at least.
Yeah, Embalmer is a pretty nice choice. Well, he isn't that great on small maps because of the closeness. I think they like what they want to do is just confirm that they'll get at least a 1 man with the Embalmer. That's his work on here.
In a wildling band, I'll say.
Ban welding, I think it makes sense because this team when it came to hunt that came to the welding, their welding is pretty good
Yeah,
because they
especially
did
with
really
wildling
well
support.
support in the clerk. Yeah, their support was really good, especially in the clerk round.
We're going to be seeing a psychologist as well. First officer band from F4U's Hunter.
Ooh, interesting choice, honestly. And finally, the survivor that they locked in for their final choice is going to be journalist, which I think it's a pretty good
Ooh,
choice. She has a lot of places to use little orphan here.
yeah, but like, I feel like Crimson's really looking for at least a 1 man with that embalmer though.
Yeah, that's true. Their Balmer was pretty decisive, honestly, because Embalmer will, if they play this right, I'll probably guarantee them at least a 1 man.
Yeah, if embalmer isn't first kite.
Oh, okay, and everyone is locking their current builds right now. It looks like we'll be seeing, I think this is Broken Windows and Flywheel on
On
Arabian
on
Balmer.
embalmer. Yeah, that's on embalmer.
I mean, I think that's one, right? Yeah. So it makes sense. I see a lot of people in this tournament that they play Embalmer on a suicide build because he has his Goblin, and while he doesn't get his extra shield after every Cypher pop, I think it still gives him uh the a little advantage because he can move around the map. However, because
Yeah.
this is such a small, it may give them like a little trouble.
You know, broken windows and borrowed time on Prospector and also Psychologist.
Mm. And I believe the Prospector is bringing broken windows and borrowed time as well. And Journalist finally is bringing their borrowed time and tide as well. Just to close up as a nice rescuer on the side.
Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna be seeing a Mary.
Oh, Mary! Love the little lady.
I love her.
I think they make sense with this match because they want to get like a good chase, but also they need someone that doesn't need to move so much within pallets or windows.
Mary will be bringing the tension and trump card.
Yeah. Very nice choice. They have this Mary will have to play really aggressive though if they want to give their team the win so that they move to the next to the semifinals of this tournament.
I'm really excited to see
Very
the stuff. See how this plays out.
Yeah, very excited to see this match how it plays out. Because if this Mary goes with a very aggressive gameplay, it could be her game, but it'll also depend on how these survivors play. Because all they need to do is guarantee themselves at least a one man. And with Embalmer, it's a pretty easy task.
Yeah.
So let's wait on everyone to settle in right now for the this these spawn points they're going to be using for the map. And let's wait and see. Are you rooting for anyone on this team in particular? Or are you hoping to see some extraordinary gameplay?
Not necessarily. I feel like Embalmer would hide ways to try to keep from being first kite.
Yeah, especially because they had such like a suicide build, so maybe they
Yeah.
want to solve him first.
In a sense, all they need is a one man.
Yeah. Oh, and this is going to be the 25th journalist. And just as a reminder,
Yeah.
today is her birthday.
Yeah.
So say
Say happy
happy
birthday. Say happy
birthday,
birthday, Alice.
Alice.
Happy birthday, Alice.
Happy birthday to you.
Have to tell her happy birthday.
Everyone say happy birthday, Alice. So, okay. Moving right now into the fixing dance for trap. We're going to be seeing Prospector apparently right in the middle.
Embalmer and Factory. Looks like they're going for a really silly spawn. Very
The
silly.
really silly spawn.
Really silly spawn.
Oh, it looks like Barry either wants to move for the prospector or the embalmer.
Maybe the embalmer to get rid of him.
Yeah, yeah, because in my days from having a badge from embalmer, what I wanted to do first was move to my closest teammate to get them seen and get them in a coffin. So
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good choice to either chase him first and put some pressure on him.
To ensure that he can't get anyone else in his coffin.
Yeah. Oh, but it looks like they're moving up towards the shack. Interesting choice. So it looks like they'll be going up first for the
After
journalist.
oh, pressing journalists first. Mirroring. And journalists setting up that Orphe for the potential body block.
Yeah, but because they use their mirror, they can't stun them. They won't detect her. Oh, missed the pallet stun and also missed the hit. Oh no, they're moving up towards what it looks like to be base, the middle. Get the little Orphe block to put some pressure on the Mary.
Although Mary
And
baiting up the
oh,
paddle.
girl,
On a nice mirror.
yeah. But there's a Manic right in there, so I believe he's going to try and get that quick stun.
When they just don't get it in time.
Not in time though. Putting some pressure on the prospector to move away from the cipher as well. Because they either have a choice. They have to rescue right now or they have to keep decoding.
Yeah.
Got the rescue and the pellet stun. And that's going to be, I believe, the final camera from Alice.
Well, they do have dungeons revealed as well.
Oh, this is another spot from the other magnet stun. Laying down her mirror though. And they did manage to get that hit. Take out the Orphe and pick her up. Spectre did get healed though in that short matter of time without the psychologist crystal. So looks like he'll be going up against for another rescue. Risky though, considering they're magnetless now.
Oh.
And that's going to be journalist taken away. But is he going to secure the chair or are they going to go and chase first for the prospector?
That'll be journalists eliminated from this match.
That's tied away from everyone actually, because she was the only one with tie. So looks like they're going to move for the Spectre right now, so that they can make sure to chase him down. Makes sense because he's the second one closest to injured. I'd also like to know that this is a Mary with a patroller, so a very interesting choice, I think.
Oh yeah, that is a good interesting choice.
Oh, but she's full presence now, so this uh, they're in a tight spot because they got cornered right now. He did get coffin from the
Oh.
from the embalmer though. It looks like embalmer at some moment managed to get them with their appearance written.
And he is going to be rebirthing the prospector in check.
That's right. And it looks like they're going to be chasing right now onto the Ada, who's their closest target. However, Ada still does have stress, so she can manage to get a few hits inside in her. without worrying too much, especially if she avoids a terror shock.
Yeah.
Missed the hit, Stampede. Managed to get it just now. But it looks like she's she switched and is going for the cipher machine so she can put a little bit of pressure. Is currently on the run, but they already started on another cipher, and that's a pop. Oh, they're moving directly towards the exit gate though, instead of worrying about chasing around. This is looking like perhaps a
Looks like
tie
they will
for
be getting
the
at least
CN. Yeah, because teleport's still pretty much on cooldown.
still on cooldown. There is that one mandatory
I
needed
think the
also.
exit. Yeah, and all they needed to do is not get a 4K from the. Oh, and that'll be them out but because the exit gate is now open. And they made sure to put some magnets in there, and that will be a tie.
Very well done.
Very well done for both teams. And with this match, I believe this means Crimson Curse is going to be winning this round around and moving on to the semifinals against Reverie. Uh,
Cool.
Congratulations to Crimson Curse and
Congratulations.
condolences towards the F4U team. But we hope to see you on the next Lilicrow tournament.
The next matchup, I believe, which is later today.
Yeah, we'll be having a next match today as well to determine the winner between America's Anthem and Bittersweet, or to see who of them goes against the I believe it's Phuket Sprinkling they'll be
Ooh.
facing. So congratulations again to both teams for participating, and congratulations for everyone. This was a very interesting match to see.
Yeah, it really was. Really interesting matchup. With all the really pretty badges we got to see today.
Yeah, we don't get to see so often so many S badges in a round of a match. So I think that
Yeah.
was a little blessing in disguise, maybe. So I think this will be it from us.
Yeah.
So as a closing statement, again, in a 50 minutes or so, we're going to be having the final quarterfinals between Bittersweet and America's Anthem. So please stick around for that, and we're excited to see this game through the end. So it was lovely commentating with you, Star. I had a good
It
time.
was it was lovely commentating with you too, Will. Also, don't forget to say happy birthday to Alice. I'll be
Yeah, guys,
watching
say
y'all.
happy birthday to Alice. But we're watching you guys.
We're watching you in English one.
Okay, and I think this will be it from us now. For reals, for reals. So
For
thank you,
sure.
Star, for commentating with me, and
You're
we'll hope to
welcome.
see you guys in 50 minutes or so.
Yeah.